Hey everyone, this is Paul of Emerald Enclosures here in Cheesequake Park, looking to hunt down a species of rare orchid called the lady slippers. I posted a video about it a while back on, well, I guess it wasn't that while back. I took the video a long time ago, but I just posted it on YouTube, and my friend Evan told me what it was, so I'm out here in the middle of the forest really quick to see if I can find one. While I'm here, I'm going to take a couple of videos of plants that I commonly yank out of the ground and put into terrariums over here. So let's get started. What we have here is a species of hornworts. It is a bryophyte-like moss, but not moss. They usually require a lot of moisture, even more than moss at times. Just have it all along this log. Aesthetically very pleasing to watch. There's a little bit more. I haven't seen it so big before. This is actually really cool. Sadly, this was the spot that the lady slippers were in last time I saw them, and I do not see a trace of them. Oh! There it is. Looks quite dead right now. I'm still going to try and take it and see if I can resuscitate it. I'll grab it on the way back. Hopefully a deer won't eat it or anything. Well, I don't know what the scientific name of this moss is. I just call it the short-haired moss. It's not very good for terrariums. It needs to dry out, I believe, and anytime I've ever put them inside one of my terrariums, it's died. The next moss on the list is going to be the one that I use exclusively for all my setups. And here's another video showcasing the little short moss real quick. Aesthetically pleasing, but again, not very functional for the confines of a terrarium. What we have here is a visually intermediate form of the moss that I would typically use and the moss that I would never touch. It's pale green in look, and again, aesthetically pleasing, especially for brightening up any dark terrarium. But I haven't had the best luck with it, but I want to actually try again soon. Right here is my favorite moss, and functionally the best moss for any sort of terrarium building. As you can see, I very recently come to this spot to collect some. I'm going to actually create my own culture soon. I just haven't had the time. Always doing work. But this is what I like to call the carpet moss. Again, don't hold me to that name, but that's what I refer to it as. I've partially submerged this stuff and it hasn't died. It's very durable, and I've even seen it live through a hibernation phase outside. So if you're looking for moss to put in a terrarium, this is the best kind of moss that you could look for. A clear indicator, I believe, is the height of the moss itself. I find that the taller a plant is, especially moss in general, the better it'll suit to water. Anyway, while I'm here, I might as well just show one more plant that I'm fond of taking while I'm out here. Now, don't hold me to it, but this is a fern that is pretty common out here in Cheesequake, and I've grown pretty fond of it. I have it inside one of my temperate snail tanks right now. You just see it there. While it does grow tall, I've been able to keep it pretty small by keeping it in a confined area. Aesthetically, love it. This is one of my favorite plants that I own. I've been trying to get a hold of some tropical moss. I'm probably going to have to order it or wait for an expo to come by. But for now, this is what I'm working with. And it grows really fast too. I just don't know if it's going to survive any sort of hibernation phase that these plants would inside of my house. Now I figured while I'm out here on such a post-rainy day, I might as well head over to the bog marsh area real quick and look for salamanders for an upcoming project. I'm not entirely expecting to see them because they're nocturnal, so it makes finding them very difficult unless you get really lucky under a stone. But I'm going to go take a look, and while I'm at it, I believe that there's some liverworts down there that I can show you. Just had to stop real quick and show that. Look at this massive web, and you can see the entrance right there. Funnel weaving spider. Agalante aperde. That's the same type of spider that Gargantua was, if anyone remembers that older video. Got a little bit turned around, but I figured I'd take the opportunity to show you all these ferns. Same species of ferns. Don't know what type exactly, but everywhere here. So anyone in my area who's trying to make terrariums, temperate terrariums especially, and can keep the root size small, go for it. There are tons of ferns here that you could be using as well. Side note, that's a nice piece of bark. I might come back later for that. Okay, I'm gonna do this quick because this area is so wet and moist that there are tons of mosquitoes here. Another Agalante aperta web, side note. And I'm the moron who came out here with dress pants because I didn't think about it before I left the house. But right here we have liverworts. You can tell, well, liverworts are really not that uniform. They look really, really different depending on where you find them, and even amongst themselves they look very, very unique. They're bryophytes, just like moss and hornworts, but I don't know, the best way to describe them is floofy looking and unearthly. Yeah, that'll about describe it pretty well. They usually just pop up in areas that are extremely wet, moist, damp, and full of nutrients. Speaking of full of nutrients, this is why I want all my future vivarium to have, oh that's nice, ground cover. Oh, wild cricket. Mosquito. This is why I want all my future vivariums to have some sort of water source, because the flow of nutrients creates life, just like this. They're everywhere. You won't find liverworts unless you're looking in a really boggish area, somewhere extremely moist. Alright, I'm gonna head back now to get that lady slippers before a deer eats it or something. More pretty ground cover. Really starting to like that plant. Nice piece of log that I might come back for. I figured while I'm here, I might as well just take a little bit of moss. Oh, termites. So they're here. I'll leave that where it is. Maybe over here. My mom would not be pleased if I brought termites back to the house, even if they are just workers that could never propagate on their own. There's just one, but it should be okay. Oop. I don't want to be too greedy today. I'm going to leave the majority of this where it is. More hornworts and a little bit of normal moss. While it does not look like it's having a fantastic day or week, that is still the lady slippers. I don't know how far the root structure goes, but I'm just going to try and be generous. I'm going to try and take it dirt and all. I don't want to uproot it because that might shock it. It doesn't look like it's in that good of a condition to begin with. I'll just try and put it in a big pot. I need to head down to Home Depot today to look for clay pots and There was something else, but I'll remember it later. Just take it, soil and all. And I probably just keep this outside. Another Agalente Perta spider web. Okay, I'm back at the entrance of Cheesequake Park with my prize at hand. Gonna go try and find a pot, and then if I can't find a pot, I'm gonna go back out to Walmart. Either way, I need to go to Walmart. I need clay pots for other projects like propagating the bromeliad pups, which by the way is my next video. I know I said that was going to be my next, and then I made this, but yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I have some work to do at home, and I will see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see. Bye.